He almost had to go out today against the Chargers. Somehow Glennon got cleared in 4 days of a concussion. Some concussion that must have been. I'm sorry, maybe it was an excuse for how crappy he played in the last game.
Big Blue, New York Giants fans, welcome back to another angry and frustrating New York Giants family bonding post-game show podcast with the mother and son. We are absolutely done. I myself have a lot to say, and I have a lot to get off my chest. But before we do that, we want you to do one very important thing for us.
If this is the first time you are visiting our family, hey, welcome. But we need you to subscribe. Thank you for that. And also, if you've been here before or if you're new, like and also click that little bell so you can get all the updates of when we post a new video. Let's get into the horrors of this game.
Mother, I'd like you to step aside and give your son the floor because, as you know, I look up all the stats and the analysis and I have a lot to say. But I want to start off by apologizing to the mother for anything that I say because I might lose control of my emotions. I want to apologize to anybody out there that likes certain people that I might go off on because, you know, some of you have things to say about us in the comment section whenever I say things. So I'm going to start off by saying all of that. I apologize for what I'm about to say. But let's look at the New York Giants stats. I'm going to pull them up on the screen. Look at them. You see them. 23rd in passing, 28th in points per game, 26th in yards per game, 26th in third down conversions, 32nd in red zone percentage. That's last in the NFL. 31st in rushing attacks, 31st in touchdowns per game. They are both second to worst in the NFL. They're trash! They stink! And ladies and gentlemen, in the interest of full disclosure, I am a New York Giants fan for life. Die hard. I've been a Giants fan for basically my entire life. 27 years. This is my favorite team out of any sport. And I'm still telling you, they are garbage. They're terrible. Daniel Jones has the 8th worst QBR out of all starting quarterbacks. 8th worst. 8th worst. Let's get into this further. Who did we draft in 2020? I believe his name is Andrew Thomas. His Pro Football Focus rating, Pro Football Focus, PFF, is 74.9. That is below average. That is basically average for a tackle. But for someone who's supposed to be a franchise tackle, that is awful. We could have had Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert was available at number 6. We had our 4th pick in Andrew Thomas, and Justin Herbert was available. But we chose to go with this Andrew Thomas guy. Now, I'm sure some of you are thinking, oh, but the son, we don't have any line. What's the point of getting Justin? Oh, shut up! Why did we get Daniel Jones is the question that I have for you. Why? I don't care that we don't have a line. We could have had a future quarterback in Justin Herbert, and we could have developed the line in the offseason with actual better linemen. Because I'm looking down the line right now. Let's look at these scores. Andrew Thomas, 74.9. Nate Solder, 57.5. Matt Pert, 63.9. Will Hernandez, 52.5. Matt Skura, 51.6. Billy Price, 56.3. Basically Fs across the board on the offensive line. And that all goes back to what I just said about our offense being atrocious. Our defense spent more than 31 minutes on the field today. 31!
So sad.
That's more than half the football game. That's more than 2 quarters. They spent more than 2 quarters on the field. Because why? Our offense is trash. I'm done. I'm tired of looking at an offense that's led by Joe Judge and this freaking Freddie Kitchens guy, who I still don't know who he is. We have nobody leading this offense. What was that 4th down conversion sneak play with Dixon throwing the football basically just out of bounds to a fan in the stands? I can't. That was supposed to be such a smart play. That was supposed to be brilliant. But no, it looked awful. Just like this freaking team looks awful. The defense is only regressing. And that goes hand in hand with the fact that they're always on the field. It's hard to be good when you're always at 70% stamina because you're always on the field. I can't do it.
I think you need to take a break. You might.
I have one more thing before I have an aneurysm.
Right,
I have one more thing.
All right.
Dave Gentleman.
Uh-oh.
All your first round draft picks. Let's look at those real fast from 2017 till now. Or I guess 2018. Saquon Barkley. Okay, I understand. Daniel Jones. Bust. Calling it right now. He's a bust. I'm done. He's officially a bust. Dexter Lawrence. Irrelevant. Irrelevant. What has he done outside of his rookie year? What has he done? Nothing. DeAndre Baker. Bust. Andrew Thomas. You already know how I feel about him. He's not that great. So in my eyes, he's not a bust. He's pretty damn near close. If I don't see any improvement over this next 2 years, he's a bust. And now you have good old reliable Kadarius Toney. Or should I say Mr. Unreliable because he's never on the field because he's hurt. At least half of these names are busts or irrelevant. How are you not fired? How do you still have a job? You haven't done anything for this New York Giants franchise at all but give us misery, disappointment, and rage. And quite frankly, I'm done. I really hope you walk out the door this year and I never want to see you again. Mother, you can take it over. I'm good.
So I have 2 words to describe this game against the Chargers. Failed execution across the board. Failed execution. That describes it. It was hopeful in what they were trying to do, but to see that poor bastard Glennon throwing passes to receivers who had double, sometimes triple coverage. I mean, I just wanted to jump through the screen and put on a helmet and take over. And I've never played any type of football, let alone NFL football. It's disgraceful. Then you know what makes me really disgusted? Seeing all those smiling, happy faces of Giants employees like Kadarius Toney and Daniel Jones on the sidelines, enjoying that LA, California weather. What it must be nice thing to be able to have these nice business trips across the country and not actually do anything. Same thing for the guys on the field. They're not offering any type of job security for themselves being out there. I think they're all just kind of throwing the rest of the season. They don't know. I mean, that last ditch effort in the final few minutes of the fourth quarter, woohoo, Saquon got a touchdown. Where the hell was that in the first 2 quarters where we really needed this type of activity to take place? We get 7 yards here, 0 yards there from Barkley. This is like his regular thing this season, if he's even playing. I don't know what else to do as a fan, but to just be angry and to just simply say it's failed execution and disgraceful that these guys are out there wearing blue, wearing the Giants big blue. They don't deserve it. They don't deserve it. And, just a few short weeks, there's going to be a lot of changes, I hope. And I think it will start from the top. I don't think that Gettleman, who is really the root cause, the Sun just gave you a litany of folks who we could have gotten in recent drafts that could have set us up for more success. This guy has been at the root cause. His genius picks of random people sometimes, that might have gone in the 4th or 5th round. I want that behind us. I can't do another season or draft where we're waiting for our pick and everybody's like, who is that? And we've got to look through stats and information and find out who it is. We're going to be pretty high up in the draft picks, unless I don't know if we gave up anything. I think we got draft picks with all the moves we've made, but we'll see what happens. But disgraceful. And, like I said, must be nice to travel and enjoy some good weather at the expense of a losing record.
Talking about that made me also realize that you're right. There's no real voice in that locker room at this point. Joe Judge, who we thought was the voice of that New York locker room, is I feel like he's lost everybody. I feel like everybody's kind of phoning it in, like you said. It's whatever. We're just gonna play the rest of the season out. It doesn't really matter. Why even make that effort at the end of the game like that just to ruin it with an interception? Which, again, the ball was shockingly thrown behind the receiver. My God, what a surprise when you have Mike Glennon as the quarterback. Like, we don't ever plan properly for anything. We always get players, and then we just assume this is how it's going to be the whole season. We don't ever plan for anything, injuries, nothing. It's just, this is what we have. And then when they are gone, it's like, oh, shoot, we got to scramble and get people from the practice squad and beg people to give us some of their trash leftovers.
Practice squad from other teams. This Jake Fromm guy, he was from out LA, I think, somewhere. It was one of those teams out west. We got him the same week that Daniel Jones turned out to have to be out of the game for a few. And, this poor bastard hasn't even gotten the NFL snaps yet. He almost had to go out today against the Chargers. Somehow Glennon got cleared in 4 days of a concussion. Some concussion that must have been. I'm sorry, maybe it was an excuse for how crappy he played in the last game. The planning and succession strategies got to get a lot better with this Giants team.
I could go on for hours talking about how bad the Giants are, but we're not going to do that. What
We'd like for you to go on a little longer, though.
Yes. We want you to go down to the comment section and let us know what you think about the Giants game today. How infuriated are you? Was it embarrassing? Because, I'm tired of using the word embarrassing. I don't even think it's worthy of what this game was. But we want to know what you think. Make sure you also like and subscribe. It's very important that you do that. It helps with the YouTube algorithm. And it tells people that this video is good and that you would find it interesting. So please help us out with that. Make sure you like, subscribe, have that notification bell turned on so you know when our next video goes live. Also, I'd like to make a very important announcement. The son will be on vacation for this upcoming Cowboys-Giants game. So, with that being said, the mother may need to hold down the fort by herself. You could have a little special episode yourself, mother. I'm sure you would love that.
Yes.
If I can somehow find a way to watch the game and get some sort of 2-3 minute reaction of the game, I will send that over to my mother somehow and have her put it in the video. But just so you know, don't be surprised if I'm not there. It'll only be for that game, and then I'll be right back. So I apologize to any of you guys out there that want to hear me yell and scream. You may have a more pleasant experience with the mother. She won't be screaming as much as I would. So
I'll try to hold down the screaming, though. I will try to do, if required, I will scream.
Yes, you will. Yes, you will. Believe me. And with that, you guys take care. We want to thank you for all the support you've given us. We all see those likes and subscribes. Yes. We've been seeing the growth of our family. We really do appreciate it, and we hope you guys keep supporting us. So we want to thank you for helping our family grow. Take care, everybody.